of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo. You're now listening to INCRadio United Kingdom Satellite Studio.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everyone! Woo! You are watching INCRadio United Kingdom, and we are broadcasting live from the Ecclesiastical District of Britain South. I am so smiley right now because we have our host today. Can you please? It's been a while, Ate Grace.
I think it has. It's been a long while. But yes, I am Sister Grace Lewis, and I am your co-host and producer, and
Yes,
Eric,
today.
and Erica's my support. But I'm so excited to join you tonight. It's been such a while.
I mean, hi, Sister Angel, but hi, Sister Grace. I haven't hosted with Sister Grace in a long time, and it's always lovely for me, and I always have.
I always learn from Sister Erica on how to host. I always learn tips about hosting from when I co-host with her.
That's how we met, actually.
That was actually how we met. 10 years ago.
More than 10. No. Yes. Yeah. 10 years ago.
So that's a significant milestone, which is a hint about our topic.
Yeah, so I know we've introduced ourselves, so hello everyone again. But of course, you're not just gonna hear our experiences and opinions as we share our 2024. We have our guests for today and panelists.
And I'm excited.
So I'm excited
very
too
excited.
because we haven't seen them in a while as well too.
It's somewhat of a reunion. Today.
Yes, it is
so
indeed.
We are. So shall we
start?
Actually, first of all,
yes.
Please don't forget that if you're watching live on YouTube, comment, shout out your local congregation, your group worship service, no matter where you are in the United Kingdom. So that's District of Ireland. Shout out to our brethren over there, to our brethren in the District of Britain North as well.
Yes.
And to here in Britain South. So don't forget to leave your comments and your shout outs.
Yes, of course. And as mentioned, we're going to introduce our panelists and guests for today. Let's start with someone who sounds and looks very familiar. Yes, I know, right?
Very, very similar.
Let's go to our neighbor. To our literally neighbor.
Literally.
Okay. Let's go to Sister Arian. Hi, Sister Arian. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. I'm Sister Arian Celestino, and from the local congregation of Heathrow, from the Ecclesiastical District of Britain South. And hi, Big Sister and Sister Grace.
You know that all of us are big sisters here. And from Arian, let's go to
we have a third person.
Yes. We have our
studio.
Our
Let's
guest
introduce her.
today.
We'll let her introduce herself.
Yes. So it's been a long time. I'm Sister Kayla Messina from the local of Heathrow, Ecclesiastical District of Britain South.
Thank you so much, Sister
I
Caitlin
am
and
so
Sister
happy.
Anne. We are so happy that you're joining us today, especially with our topic, because it's such a nice flashback down memory lane.
Exactly. I mean, we're in December. We're almost done with this year.
Definitely.
Time really flies. And we're all looking forward to 2025, right? Mm-hmm. So today we want to celebrate and reminisce. Yes, our favorite moments.
Showcase how bad our memories are.
Yeah. Okay, I love that.
Showcase just how bad our memories are when it comes to reminiscing.
We were trying earlier. That's why we're laughing about it right now. But yes, and of course, as we go back to or go down to memory lane, we have so many things we would like to share as well with our friends, loved ones, and of course, with each other. We're here
No.
together.
And because I think we shared a lot of our memories together because of the
Yes.
duties that we
That
have
we have.
in our local congregations and in the district Christian Family Organization
Yes.
as district Kadiwa officers.
Mhm.
So we share a lot of our memories. So we might double up a bit. So Sister Caitlin, 2024 for with December, like Sister Erica said, how would you describe 2024 for you? If let's narrow it down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
3 words, 3 moments, I should
Oh.
say.
A lot of traveling. So traveling a lot for our duties was, I think, the best thing ever. Coming out of lockdown or COVID, I think traveling to visit all the brethren around the world was pretty cool. And then traveling for our district activities and international activities, which I'll mention later. Jam-packed was another big word.
I like that word.
It was
That word
busy.
really showed,
It
But in
flew
a good
by.
way.
Yeah, in a good way. And I think blessed. Yeah, super blessed for
Definitely.
2024. I think all of us have gone through many milestones and achieved different things this year, even if it was like small things.
That's the thing,
It's
right?
still a milestone.
It may be something small, big to someone, just because it's not. Everyone has different experiences.
Mhm.
So for you, that this might be a huge moment.
Huge moment, yeah.
So no, I definitely like the jam packed.
Yeah.
Jam packed. What about you, Erica?
I'll pass it to Sister Arian first.
Okay, yeah, let's go to Ariane actually.
All right. So my first word would be growth. I think I've grown a lot this year since I've been exposed
I'm literally in height.
I mean, I wish. I think I'm taller than my sister, so
Then you won. That's your personal development for this year. You grew taller than your sister.
so yes, growth because I've learned quite a few things that I wasn't exposed back then, and for the second word would be unexpected. Although we have plans for ourselves, God always redirects us into something else. But it doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Actually, sometimes it could be even better than what you were planning in the first place. And then third word would be thankful. So no matter the circumstances, I'm glad and I'm thankful for this year. It didn't have to be like the perfect year, but no matter the small things and big things that happened, I'm just really thankful.
Oh, Erica, that's so
I'm
nice.
proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, but also, having her, speak like this,
Yeah.
you can tell she's grown.
Definitely.
No, she's not a
she's
baby
not a baby
anymore.
anymore.
Ate, remember
I
when?
know. That's why 2024. I've seen. Ariane, I personally, from myself as one of your atas, I've seen one of your biggest sisters. I've seen you grow. I've seen you grow so much over the past year, and you've achieved professionally as well. And I'm so proud of what you've achieved this year. And for myself, like touching on the word professionalism, for me, from a personal standpoint, I grew a lot in my job. So one word is professionalism, progression, maybe. I was blessed with so many opportunities in my job that helped me grow in my industry. And then because of that, it allowed me to do even more in my duties because I found that balance to push even more onto my duties that, my job allowed it. It was a blessed thing. That sometimes we can struggle to find that balance.
Yes.
And so it's so nice for me, I found that job but where I was able to grow. Another thing, and Sister Caitlin touched upon it when we did our district visitations, where friendship. We met so many new people.
To say that. Okay.
We met so many new people when we went to all the local congregations, and we had all of our many district and local congregation CFO activities. We met new people, and especially because in our district this year, we went from District of Great Britain to becoming District of Britain South and Britain North. So it made us reach out to more veteran, you know, because we needed to even recruit as well, recruit for more officers. And so we got to know more people. So yeah, friendship for me is another key word for 2024. What about you, Sister Erica? So you're the last one now.
Sister Grace, I wanted to say that. Okay, I wanted to say some of Sister Caitlin, some of Sister Arian, and some of Sister Grace's. So I guess I'm gonna use always grateful, of course, for another year that we've got to experience a lot of things. Whether we felt, you know, sad, worried, but also we felt happy and encouraged and accomplished, you know. So it's always about appreciating everything that we've gone through, because that's always experience that we bring with us in the following year.
Yeah, we learn from them.
Yes, we learn from them. Yes, we learn from them. And then I would say family. You said friendship, Ate, or Sister Grace. Ate is big sister in Filipino. I'd say family, because not only we have friends, but those friends have become our family.
Yeah, they become like you two here. You know, your family. I see you. I probably see you more.
Yes. So family, and I'm so happy to always being able to share everything that I experienced, like those core memories this year were with us.
Because I'm saying, it's like what we're saying, we have so many core memories together.
Yes.
And that's what 2024 for me, it was about reconnecting. You know, because we're always so busy with our daily lives. That's another word, reconnecting.
Yes. And then lastly, I think you said that one as well. Okay. Well, you know, it's literally everything that they said. So I'm gonna say reconnecting, just because it's nice to be able to catch up with people in your lives that you know, as much as there's different time zones or like distance, and it's not an excuse, because technically when we were in lockdown during pandemic, that's when we actually started reconnecting. Right, because of the means of like the
4 years ago.
It was 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Wow.
I know.
It seems like yesterday, but not yesterday.
But not yesterday.
Okay, so I guess we have someone else.
Yes, we do. Sister Erica, why don't you introduce our third guest for today?
Our third guest. Our third guest for today. Okay, so wow, that's a nice background. Hi, Brother Lionel. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hello, INCRadio United Kingdom. My name is Brother Lionel from the local of Anne Arundel here in the District of Washington, D.C., Mid-Atlantic.
All right.
Brother Lionel, so we're discussing today about our favorite moments in 2024. And you may have heard some of us trying to reminisce, trying to use our memory to discuss about 2024. How would you describe 2024 for you in 3 words? It could be one word, but 3 words if you want.
I was thinking of more than 3 words. I was thinking of a whole sentence, but eventful, blessed, and I was thinking of 4. Spiritual.
Spiritual, yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Okay, so Brother Lionel, so with activities, Sister Caitlin as well, Sister Ariane, you know, is there any 2024 CFO Christian Family Organization activities in our respective districts or local congregations that you would love to relive, because it was that moment where you were just like, can we do this again? Like, it was such an amazing activity. Can you do this again? I'm going to go to Sister Caitlin with this one
Yes.
first, because
Yeah.
knowing where she went this year, I'm very, very eager to hear about your favorite moment, because I really wish that I went.
Me too.
So I'm not even gonna go local or district. I'm gonna
She's
go
going
international.
Yes.
International Kadiwa Meet and Greet in Canada, Manitoba, was probably the highlight of 2024. Like, it was really unexpected that this activity would happen. But then I was blessed to go with Sister Erica, and we traveled all that way. And oh my gosh, if I could go back
That's
again,
so memorable.
I would. Because I met so many people from like different walks of life, different ages, different stages. And you can really see, like, from Kadiwa, there's the young Kadiwas, and then there's experienced Kadiwa. We're picking our words wisely. Experienced.
You're picking out words wisely when using the form of what Kadiwa is.
What Kadiwa is. Very, I don't know. It wasn't what I expected. Like, you hear of Kadiwa meet and greet, and you just think it's just meeting people. But it was so different. We went to a farm. I forgot what the farm was called.
Yes, it's the Unlad.
Yeah, Unlad
farm. So it's of the churches actually.
Wow.
Yeah. There was just so much to do, and I wish you were there.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Normally we share
our big moments together, but I had other plans. I had other family holidays to go to, but that one I really did wish I went to.
So good.
Sister Erica, what about yourself?
Well, Sister Caitlin already talked about, the International Kadiwa meet and greet. So I would pick the CEBSI Day in the Philippines. It was because this year's been the 55th anniversary.
It was, yes.
And so it's another milestone of CEBSI inside the church. And I was blessed to go to the Philippines and experience this big activity.
We were so proud of you.
Representing.
We were so proud of Sister Erica representing INCRadio United Kingdom and our district multimedia here.
Yes, it's very memorable. Auntie Grace knows because that's how we met as well. Because we always meet
10
in
10 years ago, 11 years ago, we met on a very similar activity.
Yes.
So with that, Sister Erica, what did you learn from it? What made it memorable for you?
Because not only we have, every year we celebrate the anniversary, right? And every year is memorable. But, every year you also realize how we've advanced with everything that we've been broadcasting. We're leveling up. We're using different ways.
Yeah, exactly. And whenever I hear new satellite studios.
Yes, right? We're growing as well. And when I was there at Grace and we were at the EVM Convention Center, right? I was in awe because we had this little exhibition as soon as we entered, and we saw the history of CEBSI, and it was just very inspiring to see, certain faces in that exhibition that started a long time ago. But they're still there, inspiring us, guiding us as we perform our duties. And then, one special thing that we did celebrating this year's anniversary for CEBSI was a musical of INCRadio.
Yes. That was such a unique event, and to see that it's again, like we say, it was a new way of leveling up, new way of production.
Yes.
And
another level of production.
For myself, I here in our district of Britain South, or actually it was Great Britain at the time, was our CFO Day. So this was held in the first bank holiday weekend in May, if I remember correctly. Again, showcasing a bad memory here. The age that I'm.
What do you mean?
The age that I'm showcasing here with my bad memory, but it was our CFO Day, and we held it in Birmingham, and it was such an activity where it was next level production. Each of the local congregations was involved in either having a food stall or a drinks, like a bubble tea type stall, desserts. And then the Christian Family Organization, each of the departments had their booths as well, and seminars and fun and games. And I just remember, and because we all had, each of the Christian family organizations had their own color to wear. So you can just see all the blue was Kadiwa, and you would literally be like, that's a Kadiwa, that's a Kadiwa, that's a Kadiwa, that's a Kadiwa, that's a Brooklyn. And because you see, and what I found as well was seeing a lot of Kadiwa brethren, so the blue tops, who I thought were still being here, but they grew. And you know what I mean? That how everyone has just developed this year. And it was such an activity that I felt so blessed to be a part of. Sister Caitlin was one of the main organizers for this amazing activity, and definitely Sister Caitlin, you and the entire production team was outstanding. I just remember being in awe of the sheer scale of this activity. There was a Kadiwa, was it a speed dating type activity as well? That was an interesting one.
Yes,
that was a very interesting one. We had band together as well.
Watching, not participating.
Yes,
watching, not participating. But no, the CFO day in Birmingham was an activity that you don't forget. And each year in our district, it just gets bigger. Each year we think, okay, so we did this last year. What can we do this year?
Yes.
And it is a huge thank you to the district officers, the local congregations that became involved in the planning of this activity, that it was through God's help and mercy that this activity was a way that everyone enjoyed themselves. Everyone just felt edified and reconnected. And a lot of, you just see, I remember seeing my nephew Josh. So he was wearing green because it was Bin He. And I just remember him going with different groups. And I was like, oh, he has a lot of friends. You know what I mean? That it was just such a nice thing to see the youth socializing with each other. So yeah, that was my activity, CFO Day. And I'm looking forward to next year because I already had some plans for it. And
we're looking forward
when I
to
say
it.
It's going to level up, we are leveling up again.
Yes.
We were in that planning conference and the ideas that was coming out from it. I'm excited, really, really excited for next year. So to our brethren in Britain South, 2025, it's going to be a big year.
Yes, I'm excited. We're excited. We're totally excited.
Sister Ariane, what about yourself?
So one of the activities that I would love to relive again, I think would be the 110th anniversary celebration we had here in the back then ecclesiastical district of United Kingdom. It was actually I think the last activity we held with the ecclesiastical district of Britain North. So it was really memorable for all of us because we performed all together with performances, our brethren showcasing their talents, singing, dancing, rapping, and it was such a nice way to come all together and celebrate the 110th anniversary.
That was our last activity
as
District of Great Britain.
Yes.
But that was a nice way
to wrap it up.
To wrap up our district. What about yourself, Father Lionel? What CFO activity in your district would you want to relive?
So I'm gonna pull from the previous district I just moved from. I believe I've talked about it plenty before here on INCRadio United Kingdom, was Unity Games, because it really brings out a lot of the brethren, as well as promotes physical activity and health and wellness, as well as it is in the name, unity, the love of the brotherhood and the companionship and the camaraderie of being able to play not only just against each other but also with each other, and also really getting to meet more of the brethren, because every Unity Games is a different experience every year. even the other different sports, it's always different.
Definitely. I love Unity Games. I think we discussed this last when we were when it was Sister Erica and Sister Angel
Yes.
co-hosting together.
And you were a producer
And I was
still.
the producer that day. And you know, I totally agree. Unity Games is an activity where really sportsmanship always comes through. Love of the brotherhood will always reign in that activity when it comes to sportsmanship. And yeah, no, Unity Games is another one that I would relive. And again, the District of Britain South, Britain North, and Ireland. Big things are coming up next year for Unity Games. We are eager. We're literally like, can we say it? Can we not say it? Can we say it? But big things are happening for our district.
As we are waiting for those big things to happen, eagerly waiting. You know, we've mentioned various activities, whether district level or worldwide or internationally, right? And so I am assuming that all of us traveled.
Well, Sister Erica, judging by your social media, I would say very much so that you traveled.
Yes. Okay.
Each week I would see her social media.
No,
Like, oh, where's Sister
not
Erica
each
today?
week. But yes, okay. I'm gonna share the countries I've traveled, but I'll let you speak.
Okay, you share the
Okay,
country.
so I went to Philippines for CEBSI, and then I went to Paris with my family for just a day and a half, and it was like a random one, right, Arian? And then, oh, okay, I thought you were gonna say something, Arian. Are you muting yourself?
Yes, I was gonna agree.
Okay, and then that's France, and then I went to Iceland with Sister Christine from Britain North. Yeah, so we planned this since March, I think, and we actually met up with brethren as well, and it was very lovely. It's freezing cold even in October, so everyone, if you want to visit
it is called
Iceland,
Iceland for a reason.
for a reason, okay.
For a reason.
Okay, and then yes, in August I went with Sister Caitlin to Canada for the International Kadiwa meet and greet. Okay, passing it to Sister Caitlin. Where did you go?
Where did she go?
Where did I go? I went to Paris as well with my family, which was nice to celebrate my parents' wedding anniversary. Then I think the only other place I went to was like Ireland for work, maybe.
Oh, we went to Ireland as well. I forgot about
Ireland.
that.
We went to Ireland.
Yeah.
See, Sister Erica goes everywhere.
She goes everywhere. She goes everywhere.
And then the other one was Canada. Yeah,
because you went to Canada for the meeting.
Yeah, I think those are the only places I've been. Today was not today, but 2024 is very much stay in the district and then just travel around the district.
That's the thing. It was traveling around the district. Yeah. But if we're talking about internationally travel, for myself, all I went was, well, I say all I went, but this was literally a 4-year in the trip
in the
planning.
Wow, that
was
is
a lot of
planning.
It was. When I say, and shout out to my editor Cheryl for putting this trip together, because I literally just showed up. When I say that,
I'm surprised.
I showed up with my passport and I said, "So what's the plan?"
Because usually Sister Grace is the one
the
that
one planning
plans
everything.
That's why I'm literally surprised.
I literally said to my editor Cheryl, "So what's the plan for Florida? Where are we going? What day are we going on? Where are we going on what day?" And she's like, right, and she was the one that came with the itinerary.
Wow.
And when I say this trip has been 4 years in the making, it's because we went for my niece's Mia's 10th birthday, and she always wanted to do the big theme park, the big, and go to the space shuttle as well. So that was a fun time, and as a grown up, I really enjoyed myself. Honestly, like I enjoyed going to all of the theme parks.
I want to go.
I want to go. Let's go.
I felt like a kid.
I want to join as well.
I felt like a kid going to all of these theme parks with them, with the family. And I came back. I'd like to say I came back with my luggage a lot heavier as well. My luggage came back heavier, and I also had lots of mosquito bites from that trip. So that was a good memory for 2024. Mosquito bites that I still have the scars from now.
No. And in America, right?
Yeah.
So let's go across the pond. I think someone's cold.
It is below freezing here.
You can tell when you're talking. We see how cold it is.
So, Bob Lionel, what about yourself? Did you do any traveling? I know you mentioned that you moved as well. So, but any trips?
Yeah, so okay, let's see if I can remember this in chronological order. I think I only had
There's
two
an order here. There is an order. That
in
means a
order.
lot.
There were only two major trips that I did. One was going to the Philippines to visit my brother. That was in September. And then the other one was in August for the International Kadiwa meet and greet, where I was able to see some of you from there in the UK.
Hi.
You guys met, right?
Very cool.
Okay, thank you. Next. Thanks, Brother Lionel. We're going to Sister Arian. Actually,
so-
no, with Arian, she left me. So
Huh?
she's gonna say where
Oh
she
yeah,
went.
yes, this one.
Wait.
So
And your sister didn't.
yes, so this trip was my first trip of the year, and I planned it because I was like, let me try it. First time I traveled by myself, and guess what? I went back to Italy because we were born and raised in Italy, and I haven't been there in like 3 years, and I was like, let me just go back, and at least I know the place, and I'm not gonna get lost because I get lost just by using navigation. It's quite bad. That's why my sister and my mom, they're quite concerned. They were like, are you sure you want to go? Okay, so in Italy, I was able to go back to Milan. My how do you say it in English? Where I was born, and then
Your hometown.
yeah, that. Sorry, I'm losing my English right now. But then I was able to go and visit my friend in Rome, and then back to Milan. I was able to go to Verona, which is like one of the cities alongside the Lake of Como.
No one wants
It
to go.
was so nice.
Let's go.
Sister Arian, you telling us about Italy is making us want to make that a trip for 2025.
Yeah.
We should. The food was so good as well. The weather was so good. I don't know about UK, but I mean, UK is beautiful in their own way, like in
I
its
think
own
for
way.
2025 we've got a lot of trips planned.
Yeah.
Especially in our district, we've got a lot of venturing out to go do in 2025, and also hopefully seeing Europe at some point. Hopefully we will see Europe. We will be able to go to Europe at some point in 2025. But yes, Sister Erica, what about milestones?
Oh yes. Oh well, 2024 has been a year that all of us could share with our viewers today and listeners and Team Live Chat about our milestones this year. I'm going to Sister Arian first.
Yeah, I like to hear Sister
Yes.
Arian's
Was
milestone.
there any significant milestone achieved by yourself or by a loved one that you want to shout out? I'm shouting out you.
I'm
So, praise be unto God. I was able to finish my course, dental nursing. It wasn't the easiest, but through God's help, I was able to get through this year and finish my course. Also, thank you, Ate Grace, for helping me with the whole thing because I was new. I didn't know what to do, and yeah, it's kind of weird because when you like finish with something that it felt like longer than expected, but when you finish you're like, oh, what's next? But you're still grateful for like your achievement, like you can see yourself, as you guys mentioned before, leveling up. But when you like visually see it as well, like you graduating or people that are close to you are achieving this kind of milestones in their life, it kind of hits. You're like, wow. I mean, time flies, and yeah, you're just
So,
grateful for
as
all
someone
the
that
progresses.
yeah, as someone, Erin, that we saw develop, like we mentioned at the start of the show for you, um, we were so proud of your getting that qualification because I know the struggle was very real.
Yes, it
That
was
struggle was
indeed.
very real.
Through God's help.
I remember saying that to you. I was like, just trust that this is the plan. That this is God's plan for you. Yes, you took a bit of a divert at first to get to the plan. And Eric, I say divert, and I literally mean you took a big, massive divert. But you got there, and we're so proud of you. And especially because that's the industry that I'm in, so I'm very proud of my
Thank
industry.
you. Praise be unto God.
Yes,
Well,
I'm so proud of you, Arian. Even if sometimes, we bicker, but that's siblings love.
That's sibling love.
That's sibling love. So I'm very, very proud of you, Arian. This comes from me and the whole family, including Ate Caitlin and Ate Gracie, right? Because we saw you grow up. Not only physically because you're taller than us, but also in your profession, in your career and education. There you go. All right. How about you, Ate Kate?
Ooh, significant milestones. I think making new friends and meeting new people. I think that's a milestone for me in a sense that we know pretty much everyone in our district. But when it comes to finding how big the church is outside of our district is amazing. Like the International Kadima meet and greet, I managed to meet Kuya Lionel. That was like the first time I met him in person. And then meeting people from like different parts of the world. I think that's a small milestone in people's eyes, but in my eyes, it was like, whoa.
And
The
there
church
might
is
be
massive.
some people that are non-members
Yeah.
might not even understand why
Yeah.
that's a milestone.
Mhm.
But for us as members of the Church of Christ, that's a huge milestone.
huge
That's
thing,
something
yeah.
that we are so grateful to Almighty God to
Mhm.
have that opportunity,
Yeah.
to have these activities
Definitely.
that we can utilize to make new friends
Mhm.
outside our own
Our own
circle.
district, yeah.
Yeah.
Outside
Like
our
you
own inner
really do
circle.
have family outside of your district.
Yeah.
It's worldwide.
Like anywhere you go, like we visited
Well, this is
Quebec.
how I met Sister Erica.
Yeah.
Yes.
10 years ago.
Mhm.
It was through an activity in Philippines.
Yes.
And then from there, the friendship just stayed remain. And then
know,
she ended up joining me in our district.
I know. Like, who could have thought that I was gonna move to your district?
Ten
Ate,
years
she
later.
was the first one I messaged. I was like, Ate, news!
She's
I'm
coming.
moving to UK.
But yeah, for milestones for myself, very similar to what Sister Ariane and Sister Caitlin said about making friends and gaining qualifications. For me, it does go back to two things: my job, my professionalism, my profession. I grew in that role, and it allowed me to make even more choices. It gave me more options to be able to be like, actually, I could take that day off and I can join that activity today. It's not going to be a problem.
Yeah.
No, it gave me that bit more freedom. But also, touching upon the friendship, 2024 milestone for me was actually doing the family trip to Florida. Like I said, that was 4 years in the making. That was a significant milestone because I saw how much my niece and my nephew grew. Like, because I don't live with them. So, and for that 2 weeks, I saw them day in, day out. And I'm proud of my nephew and my niece. And to me, I want to celebrate their milestones because they grew academically. And they take up more duties now. They've taken up so many more duties, and I'm not going to cry because my niece. When I say that their duties, seeing them in the youth of the church, seeing them celebrate their own significant milestones as an auntie, that's a milestone for me to celebrate with them their ones. Definitely, like you with your sister, you celebrate your milestones. We celebrate each other.
Yes.
That's all for me. That's a milestone when you celebrate each other's milestones.
True. That's why I'm proud of you too, Lionel. Because he said he moved. I mean, you know, that's a big milestone in your life. He's cold.
Yeah, okay. I had to put my hood up because the wind was picking up and it feels like my ear is about to fall off. Yes, I did take a first big step in my life, especially in the terms of my career, in my professional life. I'm gonna put this down. Um, to take the first big step of my life in moving away from home. It's always scary, but also knowing that the brethren here that I moved in with, basically, they've all been very welcoming, very helpful, as well as the ones that I'm currently living with. They one thing that they always said was, you're here now, you're like family to us, and I really have had a sense of reassurance when they told me that. So I'm really thankful for the brethren here, as well as for my family who continually support me in what I'm doing. Shout out to them as well as everyone around.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, Brother Lionel. So glad you grew up to.
You grew a family. You grew a family.
Yes.
You gained a family.
Yes.
That's a milestone in itself. Because he put himself out there to meet new people.
Yes.
So you went to a whole new place, and that's daunting in itself.
Yeah.
And then he found, like we always say, there's a family wherever we go. There's always a home wherever we go. And that's why for Brother Lionel, him moving, that's a daunting, very daunting task to go to a whole new place. So massive shout out to you, Brother Lionel, for doing that, going to a whole new district, but making sure that there's family.
Yes. Oh, I'm so proud of all of us. And I'm not going to share anything because I'm celebrating with all of your...
We're celebrating milestones together.
Yeah, exactly. All of the milestones that we have mentioned today. And, thank you so much for sharing your experiences, going back to reminiscing, like our memories together for this year. It's been so much fun. And as much as we're going to miss like what we've experienced this year, as Ate Gracie has mentioned, we're looking forward to 2025 and welcoming all the new experiences we're going to have and the activities, whether it's a local activity, district activity, regional, international. We're going to be there. We're going to be there. Okay. So again, thank you so much. 2024, we've described it as such a blessed year where we've been so grateful as we've got to experience a lot of things, where we grew in our profession, in our
friendship circle,
in everything pretty much. We leveled up
travel plans.
Yes. So thank you so much, everyone, for sharing your memories with us. So Sister Caitlin, do you have any shout outs?
Shout out to all my family who are watching now, to the local congregation of Heathrow, and to the Kadiwas in Quebec who looked after me, and to Erica when we visited.
Hi!
We miss you guys.
We miss you.
Sister Ariane?
Shout out to my family members. Hi! I would like to shout out the Kadiwa members, the CSD officers, and Sister Jonaso and Sister Luzbo as well. Hello everyone and happy Thanksgiving.
And Brother Lionel, any shout outs?
Yes, I've mentioned them before when I was speaking, but I do want to shout out my friends and family there in the district of Orange County, California. I miss you. I miss you all, especially for my parents who supported me in me taking the next step in my career. I want to shout out the brethren here in the district of Washington, D.C., especially in the local congregation of Anne Arundel, who have been very welcoming to me. And a shout out to you guys there in INCRadio United Kingdom. Thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you so much for joining us
today.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining us, to our guests and panelists, Sister Caitlin, Sister Ariane, and Brother Lionel. But everyone, we invite you to sit back and relax because we'll be back after this short station break
with our CFO in action.
Yes.
This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
This Monday on Like and Share. Smart budgeting today means a stress-free tomorrow. Start saving now. Discover the hidden gems of Inigaran, where culture, nature, and history meet. Experience the taste of authentic chicken inasal. And in this episode, we'll be featuring vlogs from the Ecclesiastical District on Negros Occidental. Catch all of this Monday on Like and Share, December 23, 2024 at 2 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Only here on INCRadio.
Ready to discover your new favorite INC original music? Introducing Playlist. Tune in every Monday to Friday from 9 to 10 p.m. for a musical journey like no other. Genres like R&B, acoustic, alternative, love songs, rock, pop, hip-hop, and rap. Each day brings you a different genre of INC original music tailored to match your mood. Looking for the perfect soundtrack to your day? We've got you covered. Join our hosts as they bring you the freshest hits, timeless classics, and everything in between. Catch Playlist live on INCRadio DZM 954 kHz, on the INCRadio YouTube channel, and on the INC Production Company's Facebook page. Set your reminders, spread the word, and don't miss a bit with Playlist. And remember, it's your music, your playlist. See you there!
And welcome back to INC Radio UK. UK, yes. Of course, as Ate Gracie has mentioned, we have our CFO in action. We've mentioned so many activities throughout our topic discussion, and we can't wait to share the different activities that we had in our district here in Britain South, but also in Ireland, in the District of Ireland, and Britain North. So we can start with the first activity that took place in the Ecclesiastical District of Ireland, specifically in the GWS of Galway.
Yes.
And it was the CFO socializing.
It was a socializing, and they had go-karting, which we're see on the screen.
Caitlin. Go-karting. Yes! So go-karting, FYI, it's very, very...
It's very safe.
It's very
the
safe.
Safety nowadays.
Yes, but also be careful if you've never driven.
That would be me.
That would be me as well.
That would be me.
That is so cool. Okay, well, go-karting. It's a way for you to test out if
driving is for you.
Yes, if driving is for you. I know it's not for me.
It's not for me.
But it's so lovely to see that we come up with creative activities.
Yeah.
Right? So this is the first time I see go-karting CFO socializing.
That's why I really love seeing these photos, and also you saw it was for all ages.
Yes.
It was so safe that it was for all ages.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing brethren just really enjoy themselves, and like I said, find out if driving is for you, because driving sometimes is not, like me and Sister Erica. We have tried, we have failed.
Yes.
But yes, so that's such a nice activity, and it's so lovely to see the brethren in Ireland. We miss you. We miss you. To all of our brethren there, shout out to the local congregation, the group worship service actually of Galway for that activity. And next we're now venturing from Britain South. We're going to venture up north to Britain North and the local congregation of Cardiff, where they had an INC giving tea and coffee distribution. This was done at the local primary school, where the local congregation of Cardiff hold their worship service.
Yes.
And so it's nice that they are giving back to the community.
Mhm.
And look, if you see the photos and on the screen,
Everyone's there.
everyone is there and really having and it looks very cold. So the tea and coffee is much welcomed.
Appreciated as well.
Very appreciated. And it's a nice way for the brethren to say thank you
Mhm.
to the school, to the community,
community.
to everyone that helps in that area, and also for them to meet new people as well.
Yes. To make new friends,
right?
right?
So
Yay.
we're thank you to the local congregation of Cardiff for always participating in and leading INC giving activities that will help do acts of kindness. Very much so.
Yes.
And so and also shout out to Sister Lelani and Kanoni as well for providing us with these photos of this activity, because they were very much like, we want to showcase. So shout out to local congregation of Cardiff.
Always eager.
Always eager, and always in the group chat in live chat on
INC
YouTube.
Radio.
Always shouting out #Cardiff.
All right, it's so lovely. And speaking of the Ecclesiastical District of Britain North, they also had a district-wide book club special gathering. So book club is for the members inside the church who are married, and they had a special worship service catered to them.
Yes. This was held in the local congregation of. Oh, I do apologize. This is actually our North Shields activity.
Shields, yes.
Our North Shields activity. They had a chapel drawing activity. Yes.
Okay.
I do apologize that yes. So they had a chapel drawing activity, and this was done in the local congregation of North Shields. Seeing the kids, still Britain North, seeing the kids showcase their artistic skills.
Nice.
It's such a nice way to showcase. They see the photos of the chapels and for them to now be able to draw and make collages of it.
That's the chapel of North Shields.
Exactly. They're seeing their own
so
chapel.
Nice.
So we're so grateful for that activity. Thank you so much to the local congregation of North Shields and to the CWS officers for guiding the youth to use their creative skills.
Yes, very artistic.
And we're now going to go to our next video. If our INC Radio Tech could kindly play our next video. And this is the local congregation of Orpington.
Mm-hmm. And they had their INC Giving Cleanup Drive. As you can see, the brethren are really showing their appreciation to the community by, cleaning up the area.
Again, it goes back to the community.
Yes.
Sharing our faith through acts of kindness.
Exactly.
So shout out to the local congregation of Orpington.
And it's very lovely to see that, everyone is joining, from the CWS Children's Worship Service to the youth of the congregation there, as well as, our parents, our ates and kuyas, or big sisters and big brothers being there.
Definitely. And it goes back, like I said, the youth, teaching them from a young age the importance of doing Christian family organization activities like cleanup drives, looking after the community.
Because it's not, actually, you know what, Sister Grace, I was going to say it's not all fun, but this is all fun, because this is how we show that together we are, this is teamwork, as well as for us to show our love for our neighbors, our community, where we want to show our appreciation. And it's always fun and always lovely to see their smiles and meeting them as well in person. It's not only like just seeing them pass by, but it's creating that relationship.
Definitely.
As well.
And that's why CFO activities, Christian family organization activities that are held in multiple for our districts.
Mm-hmm.
They are, like I said, they're a way to teach the youth, but also through acts of kindness, making sure we are reaching out to the community to share our faith.
Mm-hmm.
And then, where we have activities like chapel drawing, art drawing, it's to utilize their skills, maybe enhance current skills that is unknown.
And, some of the youth, maybe they didn't know that they would love it.
And then they use those skills in the duties that you could do.
We have.
There's always a leeway to using these skills for Almighty God that we've been blessed with. And
Oh,
we only
I'm
find,
so
sometimes you only
happy.
find it out through activities. Like, you know, I'm not a singer, but perhaps maybe someone was part of the singing competition. And then they found that they actually had a voice. And then maybe that was a leeway to take up another duty. So it's activities like that you know, we always find ways to use the blessings that God's given us.
And you know, as Sister Grace has mentioned, like if you can relate to it, you know, we can't wait to hear from you as well. You know, that can inspire even other brethren to take up duties as well inside the church.
Definitely. And you know, and that's why we have loads of our brethren currently in our YouTube chat. Shouting out their local congregations because they want their local congregations shouted out on INC Radio United Kingdom, don't they, Sister Erica?
Yes,
they are very eager to make sure that we shout out their local congregation. So who shall we go to first? I see
#Heathrow.
I'm even seeing international.
Ooh,
I'm seeing international here. We're very lucky.
There's Sister Kate Luistra or Maximo Luistra. Hi po, ciao to Erica and Ate Grace. Greetings from Milan, Italy North. Ciao.
We've got international people.
We have, of course, Sister Lani saying Battersea, #Battersea.
Yep, we've got, let's see, we have Sister Bettina,
Brother Giancarlo Matera, whom I met even in an international activity as well. We have Sister Aline Gueco from the District of British Columbia. So I believe this is in Canada, right? In Canada, right? British Columbia.
That's Canada.
Yes.
That's Canada.
Wow. And then there's Brother Michael Bautista or Brother Mike, Brother Seth Hebrew. Hello po, Kaseth.
Hello
He
po,
goes,
Kaseth.
thank you, INC Radio UK from Heathrow. Then we have, there's so many comments. Ate Grace, Brother Alvin Messina, Sister Cheryl Boado. Hi, Ate Cheryl.
Hi, Ate Cheryl.
And then
we have so many. I'm literally, so we have so what I just said, we have Sister Norma Williams, who is from the local congregation of Cardiff, making sure #Cardiff is being mentioned.
Yes.
So I'm sure she was probably featured in that video somewhere. She was one of the helpers in the IT giving. We have this one as well, Sister Erica.
There's Brother Mario Oka from the District of Caloocan North in the Philippines. Thank you so much for
international. INC Radio, it just shows you just how wide. When we talk about the many activities that we do on an international region.
It's worldwide.
INC Radio, you meet so many people. And we have Sister Honey Jean as well from the local congregation of Exeter, who is also one of our INC Radio hosts. Hi, Sister Honey.
Hi,
we miss you.
Yes, we miss you, Ate Honey.
There's so many activities.
There's
so
Sister
many...
Christina Hebrew as well. Hello po. Cavern and Kunanan. I see mainly from Heathrow.
I think it's a Heathrow day today.
Yes.
We have, let's see, who else we have?
Oh, I saw Sister Karen Messina. Hi po.
Hi, Auntie Karen. We have our very own, we have Sister Love
and Season.
Again,
Heathrow. #Heathrow.
It's so nice to see, Sister Erica, that, you know, even on a Sunday afternoon where it's family time or we have activities being conducted, that they spend time with us.
We're virtually, thank you so much.
But still spending time with us on INC Radio United Kingdom.
And you know, time really flies because it's about time to say goodbye.
It's
that time. But of course, before we say our goodbyes, we would love to thank you for joining us on INC Radio United Kingdom, our guests again, panelists, and our team live chat. Thank you so much for being with us. And of course, we would love to give our acknowledgements and greetings to the Executive Minister of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ, our dearest beloved brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Also greetings to our brother Angelo Araño V. Manalo, the Christian Family Organization Coordinator, and of course to our district supervising ministers in the District of Ireland, Brother Pepito Aquesta, in the District of Britain North, Brother Romeo Anthony Pena, and here in the district of Britain South, our brother Harley Alcantara. And of course, greetings to all ministers, ministerial workers, and their families across the 3 districts here in Ireland and United Kingdom, as well as shout out to our INC radio crew. Hi!
Yep, definitely. And to all of those watching, don't forget you can always rewatch us if you miss and you want to relive some of our favorite moments. You can remember to always take a selfie and send it to us as well. You can listen to us on our live audio streaming via YouTube, our mobile application as well. And don't forget to always visit our News and Updates Facebook page as well.
Yes.
For all of the activities. So, Sister Erica.
Okay, it's time for us to say goodbye. So, good afternoon,
good evening,
and good morning, everyone. And see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ariane.
This is INC Radio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.